Players shuffling up.
Yep, here we go. It's happening.
It's not the camera shaking, it's the table itself. It's a small table. That makes more sense now.
Yep.
I was like, how's that? It's attached to the table.
Oh, right. So yeah, yesterday we did stream the vintage event that was for a Black Lotus.
Yeah, the battle for the Black Lotus
insane.
yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, and how was that, Jay?
The battle for the Black Lotus, if you guys want to go back and watch the VOD for that, it was the best vintage event I've genuinely ever watched.
It was insane.
Yeah.
I got to watch the first round. It was Bosch and Roll going up against Shops.
Yeah.
And unfortunately lost 2-0 to Shops, but like watching Shops just go like play Mishra's workshop, tap it, Soul Ring, and like some other nonsense, and then just go boom, play the new Tezzeret, just keep going.
Yeah.
And then like Ancestral turn 1. I was just like, what is happening here?
We watched someone combo off with Breach by using Psychic Frog. To, ready? Discard 3, recast Ancestral Recall, discard the 3, cast Ancestral Recall. It was amazing. Yeah.
That's so gross.
Because they had to pitch Brain Freeze turn 0 to stop a win attempt. And it's their only Brain Freeze.
Yeah, unfortunately, our cam and audio is going to be slightly out of sync. That is just what's going to happen because we're streaming. So that is unfortunate, but that's just like part of how that's going to roll.
Yeah. That is sadly how that ends up operating.
Yeah. What is if you guys could tell us the delay, so we just know kind of like what we're dealing with. When I say a number, if you could post the number, I'm going to say 1.
So, I also want to know if you're talking about our mouths not matching up with the audio you're hearing, because that's what I'm worried they're saying, because then that's a totally separate issue, and I don't know how to fix that. We're in the middle of doing this. But
that's
we are already on the play. We have an Urza Saga into a Mana Vault. It looks like we have a Roger into a Llanowar.
Fantastic. No pregame actions.
Yeah, no pregame actions. That is sadly a ceiling light creating the glare there on player 2. That is something unable to be fixed because we are in a large convention center.
Yeah.
We have a Lotus Petal being put down, and we're going to resize our screen just a little bit to see if we can see a little bit more of what the players are playing here. The more in the center. There we go. Now we can see a little bit more of what's going on.
Yeah.
Roger coming out. Looks like we have a Mox Amber.
Yep. Do we know what the Blank Goblin is on?
We don't know. Yeah, we were not given that information. We can ask a judge if you would like to ask.
Yeah.
Looks like we are fetching. No, we are doing something else with 1 mana there. It is some form of tutor. It looks like we played an Earthcraft after a fetch, but I don't see the fetch. Oh, I see the fetch now.
Okay.
So we have an Earthcraft after a fetch. So Rogthras, Vincent already up to what I would consider a sizable lead with that. But that's some great Rog tech that we've talked about in the past, being able to untap and everything.
Oh, 100%.
They did, in fact, get a basic, so that is definitely an Earthcraft.
Yeah. Looks like 4, 5, 6 for the Sticker Goblin.
Yes.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yep.
All right. So that's about optimal then.
Yep. I'm interested what Esper is going to be tutoring. It looks like we're back onto Gnome.
Yep. So we've got Urza's at 2. So.
Yep. It looks like we did not get a second land drop for Xavier Williams. That is awful.
Are you sure? Isn't that the Bloodstain?
Oh, we're fetching.
We're in the middle of fetching.
Oh, we're in the middle of fetching.
I was about to say, like,
there's a Cradle.
Yeah. Oh man.
We got a
so
Cradle.
We fetched and passed.
Yeah.
And then we've got Cradle on Rogthras.
Okay. So we are allowing people to fetch. It looks like
we're doing some short. There's some short credit is allowed. And you know what? In like, as long as this event is going to be going on, I totally understand that.
Oh, absolutely.
When it gets into the nitty gritty in either the late game or in the later rounds, I'm sure that we'll like slow down that. Yeah. But for right now, we need speed. You know, everyone doesn't want to be here until like midnight.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got a UC off of that Bloodstained in that previous turn. Maybe one day people will play Anti-Glare. Hopefully that picks up more.
Yeah. But again, these are convention lights, and it looks like we are drawing. We do have the cradle, and putting some to the bottom. Looks like an enchantment. We are back onto Godo playing a mountain. Godo visibly nowhere close, but we know how fast that
I mean, yeah, that changes like instantly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because right now, Drew has access to 3 mana.
Correct. Oh, and it looks like are we jamming an ogre? Oh, no, we're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not, but
yeah.
All right, so we've got Imperial.
Yeah, we are tutoring up.
So what is a good target for Imperial?
Goblin.
Godo? Goblin. You should get Goblin.
It's most likely Goblin. Yeah. I thought we were about to see.
Oh, is that Growing Rights in the
Growing Rights of Iqlamok?
Unknown.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Which is pretty dang good.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's
with a
cradle. But do we know what we saw him got Gnome get off of that off that Growing Rights then?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we do not. Yep. Yeah, we are going to be bringing some light shields next time around, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Now,
because the issue is not on us. It's
that is
the
an
overhead
ogre.
lights.
That's
There's
an
nothing we
ogre.
could have done about that. But that is an ogre.
That's an ogre. Or is that a? I'm almost positive.
That's I do believe that's a treasonous ogre.
Guess what? We have technology.
We can zoom and enhance.
We have
Zoom.
technology.
Enhance. I do believe that's a treasonous
That's
ogre.
an ogre.
That is a treasonous
That's
ogre.
an ogre. Wow. Oh my gosh, we're gonna assume there's a pass from there.
Yeah, so that's revealed information. So we
Yeah.
possibly have a win attempt.
Just a Thrasios for Vincent.
Okay. But I mean, we've got 3 blue players at the table. So
Yeah.
there's gotta be some amount of interaction just hanging out here. So Xavier has obviously cracked his Urza Saga. Gonna go find something, probably floating a colorless mana.
Yeah.
Access to a bunch of mana this turn.
Yeah. Hopefully there are some talismans in hand or a way to convert this to some pips. Well, it looks like we did find a land off the top. Finally, we have a Tundra.
Okay, so a lot of not a lot of, but a decent amount of colored mana.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are tapping that Tundra for what is that guy?
Something really cool. Oh, is that a Fate Spinner? Oh, no, mind. Oh, Blind Obedience.
Okay.
I believe that's a Blind Obedience.
Okay, so the floating one colorless, and then
Plus
we've got a
the
white
white.
for a Blind Obedience.
Yep.
Which is that stops Godo, right?
Yep.
It also is pretty good against the Rog Thrasses because their creatures will enter tapped. So Earthcraft doesn't work very well right now.
Yeah.
We got some talking going.
Yep. It looks like the table's definitely making sure they know what's going on. We have a Mox Amber that is unable to be used at the moment. We got some good talking, so we're going to attempt to go over to table talk for a moment. You guys will lose us for this. I'm going to play the Rejuvenating Springs with land for time. Strathia. That's a 1/6. Hopefully we're able to gather some information here in players chat there for a bit.
Phyrexian Metamorph.
Phyrexian Metamorph.
That's
Okay.
what that guy is. Okay. Interesting. So what did the Metamorph duplicate? I'm assuming either Brass or I didn't see Xavier Dig, so it wasn't Imperial Recruiter.
Apparently there is. Oh, how was our player audio, y'all? Can we get check on that?
Yeah, please let us know if there's any issues
Yeah,
with Unmorph copied a Rograk.
Okay.
Oh, to activate the Mox Amber.
To activate Mox Amber. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Also, there are likely to be like culling the weak and something like that
Correct.
in there. So maybe just, yeah. So more than likely that's why that it's Rog.
Yeah.
Very interesting choice.
Yeah. Or Thras to turn on Mamber. Yeah.
Well, I got confirmation from one of the judges. It was Rograk that was duplicated. The table audio is bad.
Okay. Yeah. We will not be flipping over to that until we get that resolved.
Fair enough.
Was it popping or was it just loud and bad? Because if it's popping, that's an entirely different issue. But if it was just loud and bad, that's totally fixable.
All right. So let's see. Vincent.
We're fetching. It's Vincent.
Fetching. Got a Trop Isle. Is that what I saw there?
Yep. We got a Troppy. Poppy Troppy.
Sloppy Troppy. Uncopy.
Oh, God. Using that. Was woodsy footsie or the sloppy Troppy. Oh,
yeah.
That's round one. We're going to be a little silly. How have CEDH streams gotten worse over the years? That's a great question. You should try one yourself. And it looks like we're going to be going in, tapping through Earthcraft.
Yep. For an additional 2 mana, so that's 4 floating mana.
Oh, we got a Finale X.
Finale X is 2.
Or 3?
3, yes.
Yeah.
So there's also a tapped rock right there.
Correct, yeah. A large part in information gapping when streaming is the fact that we don't want to be close enough to the players to reveal any information.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are, in fact, waiting on any judge clarification when we do receive anything.
Right. Okay, so let's see here. What would a X3 Finale find in this situation, do you think?
For the most part, it could be a bluff for Kennen, getting something lower. Obviously, there's an insane amount of combo pieces at 3. I don't think there's anything in Yard we're E-witting, obviously. But it looks like it has resolved. There is a library, half a library picked up in Vincent's hand.
And looks like we have found something.
Yep.
What is that guy?
We're going to take a zoom and check out what we found. That didn't help. It's a secret lair version of a card. It is 3 CMC, but I think we are unable to decipher what it is.
I'm asking a judge right now.
We are getting
some clarification here.
We got Ishtola coming out as well. So Commander has been cast for Xavier after some grueling land drop misses.
I see.
Spellseeker for Sylvan Scrying.
Spellseeker into Sylvan Scrying.
There we go. That is the Sylvan Scrying.
100%.
Yeah. That makes sense. I would like a Cradle in that position too.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a Valley Flood Caller coming from Gnome in end step for Xavier. They take one through their mana vault. Move on to their turn. Land drop for turn is looking sharp.
Well, that's 4 creatures, so we're going to have a flip of
growing rights
now.
Flip now. And
Looks
what a way
like-
to do it with Valley Flood Caller.
Oh, I know. Some crazy stuff's about to happen in this turn cycle, I assume. and that was on end step. All right, so we're moving into Drew. So we do have Itlamok flips.
Yep.
A lot of mana on Gnome's side with everything untapped pretty much.
We're binning a... Okay, that's a Soul Ring off the top. We're getting close to Godo mana, but there is still the Blind Obedience no matter what.
Yeah, so that's the big thing here is Drew is going to be playing through the blind, right?
Yep.
So either Drew has to wait for it to disappear because it's also kind of affecting Vincent and Gnome, or simply play into it and wait a turn cycle to have untapped, an untapped like way to try to go for it, right?
Yeah.
So it's all up to what's in hand and what Drew thinks that he can get in the meantime.
Absolutely. Looks like we're going to be casting our Soul Ring. It'll be coming in tapped.
Dude, Blind Obedience is so freaking good. There have been so many times where I have thought I've had a win in hand. I'm like, this is so cool. Slam something and just be like, oh right, that's there.
Yeah, this is just massive I mean, it's seat 1 too. I mean, Xavier probably feels amazing, but he's staring down Gnome with a significant card and mana advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Looks like we are throwing out a... Oh my gosh, that's Blast Act.
Interesting. I mean, that's a great
Blast Act.
So this needs to be responded to by the ROG players.
Yeah, the ROG. This is all the ROG players.
Interestingly enough,
I
think that Xavier might be okay letting it resolve.
Yeah.
Even though Xavier has Ishtola out.
Yeah.
The ROG players are likely going to respond.
Yep.
There might be
we have a Thras flip into a Flesh Duplicate. We're looking at another Thras flip right now. That's
trying to find answers.
That's how we're digging. So there is no answer.
There might not be an answer, right?
Force of Will. Richard Kane Ferguson.
Okay.
Off the top.
So we'll see if each player wants to maybe let it resolve by countering this force, because a clean board is probably good for the Ishtola player. It'll just kneecap these ROG players.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's massive. I mean, especially with the Growing Rights flipped. Oh, we're gonna be sacrificing using. Oh no, we're paying the 3 mana. Never mind. We're using the new counter spell from Final Fantasy to snub this Blast Act. That's the Blasphemous Act from the Secret Lair for Deadpool. It gets countered. Oh man.
Okay, there's no responses. It's countered.
Yeah.
Okay, so that either means that the Ishtola player is kind of wanting to keep Ishtola out, because I mean, obviously Ishtola is very good. Yeah, it might be like the linchpin to what Xavier is trying to accomplish right now.
Yep.
Or Xavier just didn't have anything.
City of Traders. Are we going to see something slammed to get Godo out? It looks like we're debating on it. We'll have to see. Vincent picking up his cards, giving us a thumb, probably thinking about what's coming. And we go to player 4's turn.
All right.
Untapping with an ability to get Cradle in hand, Sylvan Scrying. We've got 3 creatures on board at the moment. We're going to Sylvan Scrying. We're going to grab that Cradle. Looks like the table is happy with it.
With that.
There we go. Thras players be cradling.
There are two cradles out here, and I mean that's just ROG Thras in a nutshell. There is just tapping for mad amounts of mana. Let's see if they have the payoffs though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if they know how to afford.
Does that mean that Gnome has 2 versions of Cradle on the field then?
Correct.
Cradle and the Itlamok?
It does. It does. Gnome is in a significant advantage in seat 2 of all things.
Yeah. But kind of tapped out.
Yeah.
And used the force. So Vincent might have a really good opportunity to just kind of like dump on this turn here.
Absolutely.
Notably, Vincent does not have the flash speed ability that Gnome has. Though.
Yes, yeah,
So,
and that's why I'm looking at Gnome at any moment now. As long as Gnome finds Banishing Knack and or Retraction Helix, Gnome has a win on board due to Mana Vault.
Yeah.
So Gnome in a significantly dangerous position comparatively to the rest of the table. The only issue for Gnome is that they are going to be unable to go for that until they get rid of the Blind Obedience. So the good thing is the Banishing Act in general will also get rid of that Blind Obedience for you.
Right.
So you are going to be able to, as long as you have another non-creature spell to untap your Valley Flood Caller, you can go infinite from there, which doesn't sound out of this really that hard. But in a sense, too, we do have the Earthcraft. Oh, we're going to get a Mockingbird. So I've been reading Mockingjay recently. Reading up on my old middle school favorites. The new movie coming out. Yeah, so at any moment we could see that. Yeah, we did not use Force, Eric. Correct. Force is in hand for Gnome with a onboard win attempt possibility. This is big.
Yeah.
But the Earthcraft is basically the growing rights of Iqaluit for Vincent.
Yes. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
They both have like kind of equal amounts of mana right now.
Yeah, they do.
Tons of mana floating around right now.
Wow.
Good grief.
This is some good gameplay.
Did we get confirmation on what that Mockingbird duplicated?
We're gonna have to ask a judge. It looks like we are getting a response right now. Mockingbird copied Imperial Recruiter. We are
so
searching.
Vincent is doing a search.
Oh, we are going to get
Seedborn.
We're gonna get Seedborn. Oh.
Oh man. Uh-oh.
Holy cow.
All right.
And it's able to be cast through untapping a basic through Earthcraft and then tapping the Cradle. This is incredible. I'm assuming we're having good audio. Make sure that doing it good. And then, gosh, this is such an exciting game.
It's such a top 10 innovation years.
We're talking about this Seedborn a lot.
I should talk to like this.
Table Talk is being can be get through, yeah. That's what we're on right now.
All right.
Let's reach if I can get it. Please see your day.
So Vincent is trying to table talk with no sports will.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what can get through, what can't.
So buddy, we all know you got it.
Yeah. No, literally, it's like, I mean,
yeah.
90% of CEDH is just politicking.
Yeah,
like, if you cannot politic right, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
So
can I ask you a question? Does Xavier care? Because it's between these two Thras players now.
Oh, 100%. No, that's the thing is that, like, I've not really seen Xavier put out interaction.
Yeah.
And Xavier's on blue and has Ishtola out. Anything that Xavier does right now is going to probably trigger Ishtola at the end of turn to get some cards. Xavier's just like, this is 100% Godzilla, let them fight moment for Xavier. Vincent,
I love that.
Vincent and Gnome have proven that they have control and some way to try to go for the combo in some manner, right? Xavier has not proven anything and doesn't need to. So Xavier's just waiting for an opening right now.
Yeah.
Drew is also kind of in that mode, but Drew is on the opposite end there. Drew wants Xavier to find some way to get rid of that stacks piece.
So instead, we are going to be offspring what looks like Storm Top Trainers. So that's going to be look at the top 4, pick one card, put it in your hand, and we offspring it. So Vincent is going to be able to do this twice. That's actually something that a bunch of Thras players got from Vintage. So Vintage players have been playing a lot of this card recently. and the offspring effect from it allows you to grow your cradles. It allows you to get card draw. It's good card selection. Thundertrap Trainer is such a good play here. I love that Vincent is bringing this into the deck.
Oh yeah. MDFC is the copy off of that Thundertrap Trainer. Okay, so the token that we see there is the duplicate of Thundertrap Trainer.
Yes. Yeah, the token is the offspring effect. That's when you get to copy it.
Sure.
It looks like we got a Psych Rift possibly as one of the grabbed cards. Yeah.
That's going to be rough.
So if you guys are watching, obviously, you may be used to watching recorded gameplay of CDH. That's normally when you have perfect knowledge. And during live events, it's a little bit of the fun of it is not knowing what's going in hands.
Yeah, we got to suss it out, you know?
And that is a bit more the fun watching live. It is a very different experience than watching recorded gameplay. And I think most CDH players are very used to that. So
Right.
that is a big difference to this. We have a silence from Xavier.
Uh-oh. Is it happening? Wow, this will be quick.
On upkeep.
Like I said, Xavier had done almost nothing this game, and it was probably because he's just waiting
There's
for
the
the
force.
moment, right?
Force pitching the flush.
And Xavier knew the force was there, right? So does that mean that Xavier has somebody to back this up? It doesn't look like it. So
He's got two in hand. This could just be naked Thoracle. Which at this point, seeing that we've seen the one revealed is now gone, and that Vincent couldn't do anything. Wow. We could see a naked attempt here. It looks like we've got a not Rain of Filth, Pay Life.
to get black mana.
No. Sorry. The board wipe.
Oh,
No, that wasn't that. No, it wasn't. I saw a life loss, so I was wondering
Yeah,
if
that's
that's what we were
Toxic
getting
Deluge.
for. Yeah, not Toxic Deluge. We're talking about it. We're sharing hand
oh,
information.
sharing hand information.
Thras players have shared information. Wow.
Yeah,
And maybe Deluge, yeah.
Yeah, no, that is a toxic deluge. Yeah, so
Okay.
it was a deluge, but did it go through, or is? Oh no, they're talking about whether they.
Yeah, they're talking about whether or
Yeah.
not this gets countered.
Yeah, exactly. Bait for the deluge.
Yeah.
Which is, it happens sometimes. Which is interesting because it seems that Xavier maybe wanted that wanting that blasphemous act to go through
Yeah.
earlier, but it just didn't have the counter magic to
Well,
keep it up.
Deluge is going to go under Jistola.
But yeah, the deluge, if it's for what 3, it
It
goes
looks like,
under
yeah.
it goes under Istrola and still wipes out.
Oh,
Huge
yeah.
amounts of
We
boards.
are going to see
Okay.
the Force of Will pitching the Cyclonic Rift.
Oh wow, so the Psych Rift is gone.
Oh, we have something. We have a deflecting swap to the top row
Deflecting
from Drew.
All
Paid
right.
for. Wow.
Just hard cast deflecting swat.
Yeah. And it works.
And it works.
The Deluge goes through. This is massive for Xavier
Interesting.
Williams. Oh my
Interesting.
goodness.
And Drew is okay with that because, I mean, Drew's just like, I don't care about my creatures on board. Because,
Yeah.
like, literally all Drew needs to do is just resolve the one creature that matters, more or less,
But,
right?
I mean, Xavier's down to one card in hand, it looks like. There is no
Yeah.
card draw at the table for Xavier at the moment, unless he can get in there for some damage to get the end step for
Yeah, and
Jistola.
it's very interesting because, like, Ishtola's pinged for 2
Yes.
because Deluge.
Exactly.
So now if he attacks with this Shola,
We do.
that's going to be 4 damage on at least one player.
It is,
So
yes.
that's going to be a draw of
No.
some amount of cards, right?
Gnome does get attacked. We do have confirmation that was combat, and Jistola does have vigilance.
Secret hand sharing is not against Comp REL rules.
It is
You are
not.
allowed to share any amount of information that you own with any one player if you choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, hardcast deflecting swat is wild. That's one of my favorite things about this game in general. Is just
Yeah.
that like there are so many times where like you're just like, oh, you don't have this or that. I'm just gonna play into it, and then you hardcast it. I've hardcast Force of Wills before because
Exactly.
people are like, you don't got it. You got one card in hand.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
no, I'm just gonna hardcast Force of Will on you.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, why did I not think of that?
You got to do what you got to do. But here's the biggest thing, too. This isn't King making Drew due to the fact that Blind Obedience is still out. But if we see something hit the Blind Obedience on his turn,
Yeah, there's any number of like random nonsense that could.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
smack it out there and like allow.
So we're going to recast Rograk and Thrasios from the command zone for Gnome before passing to Drew. This is a fantastic round 1 game.
Yeah, plenty of
Very
interactions.
happy with
A lot of stuff's happening here. A very, very cool board wipe.
Yeah.
That left the Ishtola alive, which is always, that's got to feel great for
Yep.
Xavier, that like able to
Ooh.
deal with everything and still have that.
Vexing Bobble Opal. That is massive. It's going to
Okay.
stop Roger from coming down for Vincent if it's played. The Opal stays in exile. It looks like we are going to be playing to make sure we get no more 0 drops out of Vincent for next turn.
That's gonna be rough.
Obviously, Vincent and Gnome able to be on the Breach game plan if they want to.
Exactly. I mean, also obviously shuts down free cast counter magic.
Yep.
Which Drew is going to be banking on not having against him when he wants to try to go for
Oh
win.
my gosh. He can't crack it. It's tapped.
But he cannot crack it because of the blind obedience. So we're still in a.
Don't know about this play. Is that an ogre? There's the ogre.
There's the ogre, but
And no free counter magic, and everyone except Xavier's tapped out. And we know.
so how many cards does Drew have in hand? Because if there's some way to remove that blind, this might be a win attempt,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Please. It lands.
You're right. Rog does not get stopped because of the bobble, because mana would be paid for it.
Godo's out. We've got a Godo on the board.
Does Drew? So here's the thing: does Drew have some way this
he
turn?
wouldn't have.
But he doesn't,
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't because the Godo's
This
already
is
out.
what I was mentioning earlier. This might be I'm setting up for hopefully it comes back around.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
no one has any removal.
Yes.
And I'll be able to do on my next turn some way to remove the blind so that I can go. But he doesn't necessarily need,
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
right? Because he'll be able to infinite Godo even with tap Godos, I do believe,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Player reading.
Yeah, big play. Huge.
Oh, Hammer and Nazan.
Yeah. Top.
Okay, so now he's got a protected Godo.
Yes.
So what do you think the play is here now? Is he going to try to like blink Godo, or he just wants a big Godo to maybe put pressure on the board?
I think it was just the understanding that Godo wasn't going to make it back to his turn if he grabbed Helm.
Oh no.
There was just no world, so the Hammer is just the best possible scenario.
Yeah, he's indestructible. He's got a bit more power toughness, right?
Yep.
Off of the hammer.
Bone duplication.
Or that.
Oh my
Or
God.
that.
Quick.
I mean, wow.
All right. So now if it resolves, he can get Helm, right? But and how much life does he have left? 23 at the moment.
23, yeah.
So it's what 4, 5 to equip. 5 mana.
5, yeah.
Yeah, 5 mana. So that's 15.
Because Godo's
life.
6, and we always make fun of them for counting to 11.
Counting
so
to
that
11.
makes sense, yeah.
So that's 15 life going down to 8 in order to equip Helm. But he can't attack this turn.
Yeah.
Right? So is it worth it?
Taking the seats.
Like I said, this might still
Unless
just,
we have a Final Fortune.
if that is a Final Fortune, that could be it.
Oh, a Topper Warriors Oath Final Fortune. I mean,
there's-
they run all of them, right?
Oh, 100%.
They've got to run all of them.
There's no way. No way it's not. In fact, we can confirm this.
Yeah. But Vincent does have a snap in hand. I think we saw revealed earlier.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if that.
Oh, Nizan equips it, right? Whenever equipment ETBs. But again, you still have a tap all Godo, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it's not about whether or not it equips. It's whether or not he gets to untap. And so if
Right.
we do see the Final Fortune, there's the helm. There's the helm, baby. Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah. It's stuff's going on. Stuff's going on.
Yeah.
So you just go for a little. I tell you, days. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing a double red spell hit. Let's look at Drew's list and check out whether or not he has Warriors Oath, Final Fortune. There's one more that's popular that's double red. Last Chance?
Last chance.
Last Chance.
Yeah, I think those are the 3 main ones.
Yeah.
So make sure you watch it and then question it.
We are cutting. Let's see what is in hand. If he starts touching that life total. Oh, what is that? Oh, the monk.
Tap bump.
Tap bump.
That's a pinnacle monk, I do believe.
Pinnacle monk to flashback the
ETB,
Bolton
yeah,
duplication.
return.
Going down to 2.
Good grief.
If Xavier casts any non-creature spell that's 3 CMC or higher right now. Oh, we're seeing a sword come out? Or is that something that's going to untap Godo? Then Godo got it. He got an untapper from the multiplication copy of Godo.
No way.
Oh my
Shakes
God.
on that. No way.
Wow. Going down to 2 life. Godo seals the deal.
State 2 only had 2 lands in hand.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Good grief.
Wow.
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 That is crazy.
Are we? Sorry.
Sorry. Combat steps, even through blind obedience. Because
Wow.
we get untaps.
I hope we didn't peak mics there. Sorry, guys.
That is insane.
Yeah,
So the Godo got it.
The Godo got it. Sorry about that, guys.
Flame of Power Ryan, if you're watching this, your boy got there.
The boy got there.
The boy
Sorry.
got there.
I probably peaked mics. I'm so sorry.
Congrats to Drew Donasu for getting that clutch Godo. Good grief. Throw the blind obedience.
What a
Look at that.
sick line. Molten into copy Molten. Oh my God.
That's
Wow.
That is what when you have complete knowledge of your deck, how to make the lines work, and have probably practiced against some kind of stacks piece like that. That's when a deck like Godo shines, right?
Yeah.
Like, man,
Yeah.
That
Oh
is-
my goodness.
that is great. That was fantastic.
Wow.
And honestly, that went at a good clip, right?
Yeah.
That is only what we started at 9:20-ish. That is half hour into the round, and rounds are what 75 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
That was great play from everyone at the table did
Yeah.
great. Everyone got game actions in.
Yeah.
Both of the Rock Thrash players were threatening some very powerful plays the entire time. Xavier with Ishtola was like setting up to be like very prominent control. Getting that Toxic Deluge was very good. But again, Drew did not care because Godo doesn't care about someone else wiping the board on their turn. They care about their turn. And there was no removal for Godo, nothing to interact with the Molten Duplication. That's all they need.
Yeah. That was
And
top
they-
rope material right there. That was full on top rope material. That was incredible. 2 life. How amazing. We're gonna
Don't
be
you
making
love
sure.
it when Godo is just like, I'm at 2. I did this to myself.
Yeah.
Right? Like Adnos players eat your heart out. Godo players are the ones that are just like go fast and loose with their life.
Absolutely. And we're going to make sure we have good shots of everyone's boards before we start. I'm going to go make sure that we are in order to be able to zoom in case that we're going to make sure.
Yeah. So instead of, we're not going to be doing the like pull and drag.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, we're gonna have
going to be setting up so that we have press the button, get a
Yes.
player's board state on track.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So are we going to be putting up the
In between rounds here.
between rounds,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We're gonna go for a pause in between rounds after a moment for some production. We're gonna be making sure that we give you guys the best coverage we can with what we've got. Obviously, this is the biggest event ever, so we're gonna cover it the best we can and make
Yeah.
sure everyone can get a good view of the table. But guys, we are going to be right back with round number 2. Thank you. What is up, everybody? We are back. We are in between rounds still, as there is a little bit of overtime. Shocking.
wow.
At a CEDH event. But we do have something very exciting to talk to you about. I'm going to add it on screen real quick so you guys get to hear about it.
This is the biggest CEDH event to date, with over 500 players.
Yes.
We are saying to date
Because I don't know where I saved it on my computer. This is hilarious. Did I even save it on here? I'm just going to flip over to it, and then you guys are going to see it. Ta-da!
you might have heard there is going to be an event this fall, the Frenzy at the Falls.
Yep.
2025. So, November 28th to 30th. So, you could go to Turkey Day and get into an argument with your family, or
Yeah.
you could go to the Frenzy of the Falls
Yeah.
and attend an even bigger tournament. This is 500 players.
Yep.
For this 20K, there is going to be a 25K
Yeah.
at Frenzy at the Falls that I think I was told is up to 600.
Yes, we are capping at 600, and they are. So this already happened to this tournament. We had to rewrite the CDH agreement between the organizers for how to run things because we went, oh crap, we have more players than ever. That means we need to do 8 rounds, which has never happened. So if we get over 540 at Niagara Falls, that is a 9-round Swiss tournament.
That is insane.
Yeah.
It's possible we could be seeing, like, if this keeps up,
Yeah.
a day 3, like a 3-day tournament.
I don't think we need that, thankfully, because until we get to 12 total rounds, we don't need that. So with 9 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 16, cut to finals, we are safe right now. So it does.
For now.
Yeah, for now. I think once we crack 1,000, it's going to have to be a 3-day. Yeah.
I would love to see those numbers, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I think at that point it does get a little scary. And I think this is a conversation to be had, which is that reasonable to do a 3-day? Because that's a lot of time for people to
That
take
is a
off.
lot of time.
Because no other tournament structure does that right now at Magic.
No.
There's no other 3-day. It is come here, qualify, and then go. And so we may run into qualifying
Yeah.
instead. That may start.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
There could also even be like concurrent tournaments
Yeah.
that are essentially the qualifiers at the day 1 would be like 2
Yeah.
concurrent tournaments
Yeah.
to get into
yeah.
it.
Because there is the kind of the frustration with a point system where if you just are someone that lives locally to a local tournament that
Right.
constantly gets points, you have an insane advantage over someone who has to travel. And so
Right.
being able to travel and just qualify then and there makes a lot more sense. And that's why we run that for a lot of standard tournaments and modern tournaments. Qualifying has always been my preferred method.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, 3-day tournament structure is really weird. Big agree. I said that just to like not to will it into existence, but
Sure.
to just kind of like pause it.
Yeah.
I would not want that. I would not wish that on anyone.
Yeah,
at
so it
all.
is. It is confirmed only 2-day for. It's only as in 2 days, not today. It is only a 2-day tournament. We are going to have a vintage, right? Vintage or legacy?
Legacy.
It was a legacy 10K on Friday. So the last time that a legacy event that big was played, it was there in 2019 actually. So we're actually
Yeah.
going back to the original location of the biggest one.
Yep.
Yeah, we had vintage here yesterday, and that was so much fun.
It was
Oh my
crazy.
gosh, it was so much fun. Yeah, the vintage battle for the Black Lotus ended up being a lot of shop decks fighting against Luris decks, and then the 3 different Luris decks. So we had Underworld Breach Luris, which, if you guys are not familiar with this, think about using Brain Freeze, your normal lines, and CEDH for this, but instead, they would opt to use Psychic Frog and then continually cast Ancestral Recall to fill the graveyard. It was
Bro,
beautiful.
that's nutty.
Yeah, it was amazing. So, outside of that, they're using Paradox Outcome, which is returning all your artifacts to your hand, draw that many cards, or sorry, non-land permanents, not just artifacts, and then replay out their moxes. It was a beautiful tournament. We got to see so many amazing players. We got to see Scoop Phase, a regular face in the CDH community, in the last round of Swiss. He did take it home. He got to be, I think, 10th overall.
Yeah.
Got to go home with some money. And that's what's great about these vintage tournaments here. It's not just getting top 8 in order to get paid. You do get paid all the way down to top 16.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I like tournaments that allow, like, maybe not the top third, but a good number of players to actually be able to get paid out so that
Yeah.
they get paid back for their time, right? This event, the Steel City event, and also Frenzy of the Falls are 3 days, but there are only 2-day tournaments, right?
Yes.
So, day 1 will usually be like 1 day 1.5Ks, 2Ks,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And that's also why the Legacy event will be on that Friday,
Yeah.
right? And then the major events will be day 2 and 3 of
Yeah.
that, right?
Absolutely.
It's not the 20K or whatever will start on Friday and go through Sunday.
Yeah.
Like we were mentioning, they're not 3-day
Yeah.
tournaments. It's just we've got 3 days over which some 2-day tournaments
Yeah.
will happen.
And this event will be able to be signed up after this event. Here's the big thing. If you show up to a Steel City or Steel Series event, you get to sign up for the next event at a discount earlier than everyone else does. So if these start selling out as a
Oh, yeah.
result, you want to come to the tournament so you can get to the next one.
Yeah, if you want to save your spot and also pay it in at a discount, you got to get to a Steel City event.
Yeah, and the discount does depend on how many players do sign up, and it's a good one, thankfully. But these events are starting to run around $100 to $120 on average to enter them, which for what you get for coming is worth it, because I compare this to a 1-day pass at MagicCon. And
For real, yeah.
what does MagicCon have? It's got artist alleys, it's got vendors, it's got events. Well, guess what? we have an artist alley. We have RK Post here, for goodness sakes. We've got 14 vendors today. We've got lots of different events, and we have free events that are just creators coming. If you guys
there was
wanna
a
meet them.
spectacle play. There was a spectacle play yesterday where 16 creators jammed some EDH, CEDH for a little bit there, right?
Yep.
There's been a lot like impromptu meet and greets because and that's the great thing about this too. It is a slight bit more casual than a Magic Con, but that means that you get to just be like, oh hey, I know that creator. I would love to talk to you for a quick minute, and they're usually like, yeah, let's just chat. I'm not in the game right now. What's up? You know, kind of stuff.
It's way easier to find and talk to your favorite top players too within CEDH. You're also going to meet players that you didn't know were good, that aren't creators, that are just jamming tournaments that are amazing, and you're going to get to talk to them.
Yes, RK Post does go to a lot of stuff, but
yeah, he does. Yeah.
But we've got RK Post. I think Phil Stone is back there too.
Yeah, Phil Stone is there as well.
Yeah. There's I think 6 artists right now at least. So like, obviously, yeah, it's not like the 30 that you're gonna get a Magic Con, but like, honestly,
but there's no lines.
But there's no lines.
There's no line.
And honestly, a lot of artists that you'll find at some of these smaller ones are actually going to be the ones that are the hardest to find in some cases, because like what was the guy that did the Dan
Oh
art?
yeah,
he only shows up to his locals. But there's like a local tournament that event, like a convention that happens near him, and that's the only place he can find him, right? So it's stuff like this. We need stuff like this where there is a traveling convention that's smaller, more manageable, that can go wherever instead of having to be at the massive convention halls that MagicCon has to be, where local artists for Magic cards will be able to attend very easily.
And there's more than just, luckily, official Magic artists at these events. You're going to find Gold Sabertooth here. You're going to find lots of local, amazing artists that do altars as well. We have about 4 of them out in the lobby that are doing altars all day. So there's lots to do as well. So if you want to shop, you want to have fun, you want to meet the best players, meet some new players that you didn't know, as well as obviously play in the event, you know, it's a great time. So definitely look forward to signing up for Frenzy at the Falls 2025. Again, it is November 28th to the 30th, and we are looking forward to seeing you there. We're going to head over to a little bit more of a bumper while we wait for the next round to start. But thank you guys for watching. As for usual, I am DefCat.
And I'm Zeb.
Thank you guys for watching the Steel City Spectacular CEDH 20K here on Playing with Power.